are good to go. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Okay. All right. What's going on, everybody? Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. Interesting 4. We got Zachary Lombard, a.k.a. Manuel 5.
Hello.
And welcome back to Lombard Bros Talk Show. It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks since we've had our last show. A lot has happened since 3 weeks ago. And we got lots to talk about today. So, Zach, first off, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're just back.
Yeah.
We are back. And definitely, like I said, lots to talk about. Lots to talk about, definitely, for sure. Hold on 1 second, guys. I think we're going to do this one. So this one's pretty cool. Anyways, so, like our moving background for today, well, I had a, hold on, guys. I'll get this nope, hold on. We're going to get this figured out. So, I have 2 backgrounds here, moving backgrounds. Both of them are from this past week at Sonoma. You got the video clip of the very start of the race. This is the very first lap that I filmed of cars going by from turn 7. And then up above, you got Martin Truex Jr.'s burnout because he did win this past Sunday. I'm not sure which video clip I would like to use for the background. I kind of like this one better with Martin Truex Jr.'s burnout after he won the race. I think it looks cooler in my opinion. But you do get the very first lap with all the cars racing by in turn 7, so yeah, so I don't know which one I like better. I think I like the Truex one better, so I think I'm gonna go with this one instead. I think that one, yeah, this one definitely looks better. It's his burnout after winning the race this past weekend in the Sonoma. Oh, don't want to do that. I want to raise it up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so anyways, we got lots to talk about from the past 3 weeks. First off, how is everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a good Thursday so far. Yeah, Zach, we've been gone a while.
Oh, yeah,
We've been gone a couple trips. We've had family out here. We've done a lot. We have done a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's explain. Because last talk show was on June 7th, literally 3 weeks ago. We have no other trips that we're going on for at least the next 3 months, you know. So, we're going to be here for the next couple months with talk shows. So, stuff to talk about. First off, Zach, you haven't been to the car museum in forever, it seems like, huh?
Yeah, the last time I went was, let's see.
It was literally, wasn't it, wasn't it June 2nd, June 3rd, that weekend? Didn't you go that weekend?
It was June 3rd,
yeah,
the last time I went.
So it's been almost a month.
Yeah.
But you're going back this weekend.
Thank God. I missed the museum.
So
I can't wait to go back.
Fortunately, we don't have any cars to show, this week. But I guess let's get this out of the way. What cars are going to be there this weekend?
Well, let's see here. I do have the site already.
I just thought we'd get this out of the way because, we'll be talking about a lot more and probably never get to this part. So,
right.
Anyways, what do we got?
For this coming Sunday, July 1st, will be a 1941 Plymouth Special Deluxe Sedan, a 1961 Chevrolet Corvair, and a 1957 Ford Fairlight 500 Skyliner convertible.
Good deal. All right, so that's the cars he's going to have at the museum this weekend. All right, so stuff to talk about. Should we just start talking about the first thing since the last talk show, I guess?
Yeah.
So, it all started off. We had family coming out. We've had family from Arizona, family from Georgia that came out to spend a couple weeks, with the family. We had first off we had our nephews out here for a week before everybody else came out. They came out a week early. We went to Universal Studios that Monday. Was it the 4th of June we went? It was the weekend after, definitely after a Memorial Day weekend. Went to Universal Studios. That was a good time, and then we did a couple other things then. But then everybody came out. We went to a Dodgers game. Or that Saturday we went swimming, grilled, had a good time. Played a lot of Uno. Literally the cards of Uno. Not like the console Uno, literally cards. We had actual cards. We played some Uno. Had a good time. Except for the times we get pissed off at Uno. But then the very next day, we went to a Dodgers game. They were playing the Braves. Quite a coincidence that Dodgers were playing Atlanta. And we've had family from Atlanta, but they're mostly Dodgers fans, believe it or not, even though they live in the Atlanta area. So we went to the Dodgers game. Good time. A lot of fun. A lot of people went. Basically, the entire family went.
Oh, yeah.
Dodgers won. What more can you want, I think the score, if I remember, was 7-2, if I remember. Whatever, it was around there. They won. And then we went on a trip for a few days up to San Simeon.
Oh, yeah.
Right
that was
around
a nice trip.
along the coast. Yeah, it was a nice trip. And the weather was awesome the entire time, too.
It was.
We went to the beach. We stayed at and San Simeon is basically a really small town. Nothing really much to do there, except, you go to the beach or... San Simeon is definitely home of the Hearst Castle. Definitely home of the Hearst Castle. We went there. Hearst Castle is really nice.
Oh, yeah, it was.
We went to the beach. We went to... It's just a quiet town. Like I said, it's a nice town to get away for, let's say, a few days. Even if it's for a day, just to get away from crap, let's say, that's going on in the world. That place, that little town, is the place to go just to get away, But it was a good time there. We roasted some marshmallows along a fire pit.
Roasted hot dogs.
Hot dogs as well, which I've never done before. I've never roasted hot dogs on a stick before. That was an experience. It was good, but it's something I've never done before. It's usually grilling hot dogs or putting them in the oven, but roasting hot dogs for the first time. I've roasted marshmallows before, but never roasted hot dogs. That was quite an experience, but it was delicious. What else was I gonna say? Like I said, we went to Hearst Castle. Got to see some seals, elephant seals up there. Got to feed some squirrels. Which, let me see. I had a squirrel video for you guys. Maybe I could pop it up for you guys. Hold on. I'll try to put it on the computer here, but I fed a squirrel. It was pretty funny. I gotta look for it. I was teasing the squirrel too. Here, I gotta show you guys a video clip. Yeah. I just gotta get it. Oh crap. Oh wait, okay. Never mind, I got it. So, anyways, what did you think of San? While I'm working on this, what did you think of San Simeon?
Oh, it was really nice. The weather was perfect. I mean, it was quiet, just the way how I wanted it to be. And of course, our family did as well. Of course, you did too.
Yep.
I mean, San Simeon is actually a place where you can spend some quiet time because it's so quiet.
It is quiet. Definitely, indeed, quiet. Let's see. This is still... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to this is take forever to load up, so I'm just gonna show it from here. Here it is. I might just go to the webcam and show this. Jeez. Okay.
You what?
So I'm gonna what?
Mom, you're actually right. It's San Simeon. San Simeon is also a place where you can get away from everything.
Yeah, that's what I just said too. Apparently, Mom didn't hear me say it. All right, I gotta show you guys a clip. Hopefully, here. Let me know if it's centered on face cam, Zach.
Okay.
See if
yeah.
Okay, check this out. I was teasing the squirrel, and then it looked like he was getting pissed off. He was about to leave, so I just decided to throw it. But this darn squirrel got pissed off. Look at him. Look, I'm teasing him. Look at the tease. Look at the teasing. And then, like I said, it looked like he was about to get pissed off and leave.
Yeah.
I thought, honestly, he was going to jump me. And they can jump at you. They don't mess around. They will get you. If you piss them off too much, they're gonna grab you and attack you, and it's not a good time. But no, it was pretty cool. Had a good time with that. Yeah, I know it was kind of mean, but. But it's so funny to try to reach up. Sometimes it'll literally jump up to like that.
Yeah.
But that one didn't. What was it last year? I was feeding a squirrel there, and squirrel fell off the thing. Like I was teasing it because he was sitting on the edge, and he fell off the path. It just landed on his bag. Like, I teased it so much. I felt so bad. That's when I gave him the cracker.
Yeah, you wouldn't want a squirrel to bite you or else you'll get rabies.
Yeah. So, we're definitely over 10 minutes into this, we're 12 minutes into this talk show now. Hope you guys are enjoying the talk show. Shout out to those that are watching this right now. Thank you all for stopping by and watching. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time.
I would say right now, even though yesterday was the day when we went back to work, it does feel a little strange because we've been gone for quite a while, so we're just still trying to get back to the routine.
Yeah. I don't hate squirrels. I just like to tease them. Squirrels are pretty cool. I like them. Squirrels are cute. I don't hate them. It's just they're fun to tease. Yeah. Until they get pissed off and you feel bad about it, so then that's when you give them the graham cracker. By the way, we will get into some questions in just a couple minutes. I would just let you guys know right now we will be talking about, of course, Zach will be talking about San Francisco, and I'll be talking about Sonoma throughout this talk show. So if you guys have any questions about Sonoma, hold off on those because I'll be talking about Sonoma anyways. And then I'll also be discussing about NASCAR Heat 3 coming up as well. So those questions can be hold off as well. But any other questions will be fine, except for Sonoma and NASCAR Heat 3, because I will be discussing about that coming up. Speaking of NASCAR Heat, I'm wearing like the NASCAR Heat 2 shirt that 704 Games gave me. I would assume that they might give me a NASCAR Heat 3 shirt sooner or later. But, it's nice. Alright, we're 15 minutes into the talk show. Let's get into the questions right now. Good Lord, I'm about to burp. If you have any questions for me, or for Zach, or for the both of us, feel free. Let's get ready for some questions. By the way, I like this guy's hat. Wait, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it pop up on screen here. There you go. Waving the hat. Would you like to buy some bacon for $10? Dude, I could buy some some good cheap bacon at my local store. Need a beach ball going to Sonoma. Next episode versus is literally this Saturday. We actually filmed an episode today, so look forward to Saturday. NASCAR 2012 season. What is that? There's no such thing as NASCAR 2012. 2 plus 2 is definitely fish. Come on now. Or 5. Well, I'm not going to the July race at Daytona this year. I don't know if I have any plans to go to the July race at Daytona anytime soon in the next few years. Will I go to a July race at Daytona? Maybe. It's not this year, though. By the way, I'm having a good time spinning my phone.
Yeah, I can clearly see that.
Apparently, Truex is having a good time with his burnout. He keeps going and going and going. Will Truex catch Harvick for most wins this year? Don't know. Time will tell this season. They got like 20 races left this season, so I don't know. We'll see. Because Harvick's got 5, Truex got 3 now. Alright, more questions. Like I said, if you have any questions for me, questions for Zach, or questions for the both of us, feel free. NASCAR 15 career, that's not on my bucket list. But who knows? I feel Truex could get to 20 wins before Logano. Oof. What kind of
mouse is that? It's a wireless mouse.
Duh, it's a wireless mouse. That's a Logitech mouse. That's what he meant, Zach. This is a Logitech mouse. Mine's wired, though. I like how Zach's like, it's wireless. Like, no kidding, really? Whoa, alright. What the spam? Let's do that real quick. When will Chase Elliott get a win? When he stops choking. Or finishing second. What kind of hair gel do I use? I don't really use hair gel much. I would say the only time I use hair gel is if my hair was like short, but other than that, I don't really use hair gel at all.
Speaking of hair, I really do need to get a haircut.
I don't even know what hair gel I would use all the time if I did. Zach, favorite classic video game?
Oh God, I don't know. There's like lots of old vintage games I like from any console or any like old school kind of arcade kind of machine though. So that's kind of a hard question to answer actually, because there are lots of old vintage games that I like.
A Planet Fitness gym membership? I don't have a Planet Fit. We don't even have a Planet Fitness out here. I have a 24-hour fitness gym membership, which I was planning to get back going in the gym. I haven't been to gym in like a couple months because we've been so busy. I haven't had the time to go to gym at all. I really want to get back into it because I'm still getting paid for. I'm still paying for that membership, and yet I'm not going. So it's been a couple months since, but I'll get back to gym. Hopefully sometime. I would like to get back to it as soon as possible. Depends. I'm gonna start getting more freer again soon, so maybe once that time comes, I'll go back to gym. All right, we're gonna go back into some topics here. We'll get back into some questions later on into the show. We're 20 minutes in. Let's talk about, Zach, I guess before I talk about my trip to Sonoma, you want to talk about the San Francisco trip?
Sure.
Because you were mostly in San Francisco
that
weekend, and I was mostly in Sonoma.
Okay, so last Thursday, at least around this time, was when we arrived in San Francisco, of course. Got into the hotel and get settled in. Then, of course, you guys actually went to a Giants.
We went to a Giants game at AT&T Park. We had nothing to do that night, so we were like, you know what? Let's go to a game because we're bored. We weren't going to go to the track till the very next morning, but we had nothing to do that night. So, let's go to a Giants game. Anyways.
So, then on Saturday, while you guys were gone to Sonoma...
Wait.
Oh, Friday.
Yeah, didn't you talk about Friday yet?
Yeah, sorry, I skipped a day. Anyways, then on that Friday, when you guys went on your first day in Sonoma, I took the day to walk around the most of the city of San Francisco, like I usually do every year. Now, see, the thing is I usually do it on a Sunday, but the reason why I did it on Friday is because there was this Pride Parade that was going to happen that coming Sunday.
The Gay Pride Parade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Gay Pride weekend up in San Francisco, so definitely saw a lot of colors up there that weekend.
Yeah, so I figured that I should either do the walk on Friday or Saturday. On Friday is when I did the big walk that like I do every year in San Francisco. So then on Saturday I did some more walking, but not as much as I did on Friday though. I usually walked around most of Fisherman's Wharf. Is basically what I did. I went to check out some old boats that were there, and inside one of the old boats they had quite a lot of unique stuff in there, like old vintage cars, newspaper, magazines, everything on display. And just going inside those old boats, like the oldest one I've been on, the boat's name is Eureka. That's the biggest and oldest boat that I've been on. It was built in 1890. So, it was a really big boat. It was like 3 stories tall. Of course, on the first floor was where all the old cars were. Then on the second floor is where there was this small room that was on display only, where it showed like lots of old newspapers, magazines, and unopened candy, and old postcards in there too is what they had in there. And then, of course, finally, up on the third floor is basically the top where the roof is, and then there's this little thing where you would drive the boat. Inside was a big steering wheel. Then, on both sides there were 2 compasses, and then there's this thing where it was the only where you would get the boat moving. It's like one of these old lever thingies. So, yeah, that's basically what happened. Well, I shouldn't say what happened. I should say that's what's on the boat. Now, the second boat I went on, it's called Cal, and it was built in 1895. Now, the thing is about that boat is that the only thing that was open on the boat was the top part, which happens to be the outside, though. Let's see. And then there was a way where you could go inside the boat and go downstairs to the bottom of the boat, but there was really nothing left down there because there's a lot of restoration going on that boat. So everything that was in the bottom downstairs was taken out due to restoration. Again, the boat was built in 1895, and all the original pieces were rotting, so that's why they're doing restoration on the boat. And now finally the third boat I went on, it was basically a tugboat. It was named Hercules. It was built in 1907. See, of course, when I went inside, there was like lots of rooms, like bedrooms, conference rooms, the kitchen, dining room, you name it. So, especially for a smaller boat like that, it was, believe it or not, quite big inside. Believe it or not, it's strange though, but yeah, that's what it was. So, anyways, I did that. I went to check out those old boats. And then the next thing I did was I went to walk around some more around Fisherman's Wharf and check out other exhibits like on the history of the city and all that. So that's what I did. And then finally Sunday I did a lot more walking, except there are some times where I actually rode on cable cars, vintage electric trolleys and all that. That's basically what I did. And then that day I also went to this music mechanic or whatever, however you pronounce it, but you remember that old arcade kind of place, right? So I went there. I spent like about an hour and a half there just enjoying, just checking out old video games and all the old retro 19th to early 20th century machines there. I mean, it was really cool. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's like vintage machines such as ones built in the 1900s to up to the 1920s, as a matter of fact. So those are pretty cool to look at. So, and of course they had the old 70s and 80s arcades and games there, even 90s as well. Because again, the place is like an arcade kind of place, so I went there. Then afterwards, I just at the back behind the place was the old United States Navy ship that was used during World War II, which was pretty cool. Frankly, I couldn't go in there because it was closed for maintenance, so I wanted to go there, but it was closed due to maintenance there. So hopefully next year I would go there and to that boat. If we do happen to go to San Francisco again next year, which hopefully we do though, but yeah. Then, after that place, I went to walk around a few more times around the city. And that's pretty much it of mostly what I've done in San Francisco. That's my whole entire trip of San Francisco was basically walking the city and checking out exhibits, museums, and all that. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I did throughout my entire trip in San Francisco. So, there you go.
By the way,
Uh-huh.
I was zoned out the entire time. Can you say all that stuff again? I'm just kidding. I was listening the entire time. I just wanted to get a reaction out of your face.
Okay, good. Because
someone's like say something, Joe, but like Zach was talking. You know, this is his talk show too. He could talk sometimes.
Exactly. You know? Thank you.
I don't want to be like Zach talking in the middle. I don't want Zach to be talking in the middle. All of a sudden, I start talking. So it's like, he has his time.
Hold on, one more thing though. The one thing that we actually forgot to do though was go down Lombard Street.
No, we were gonna try to go down Lombard Street when we left San Francisco Monday
we forgot
morning.
to do that.
No, I was gonna do that, and the street we went down had a no turn left sign. I was gonna turn left to go up that way. First off, there was a no left turn sign.
Right.
And second of all, there was cameras around, so I was not going to risk that chance of getting caught breaking the rule, because there could have been a cop there that could have saw me do that, get a ticket for that. So I'm like, do I want to turn left and try to go up there, or just forget about it? So we just drove by and just left. But I was wanting to go to Lombard Street, but I was not going to take that chance breaking the law. especially when I saw cameras around.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Seriously.
Because, there's some cameras that'll take a picture of your car if you break a law, and then all of a sudden you get this nice ticket and that photo in the mail, and then all of a sudden you have to pay for the ticket.
The photo enforcement area, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like, no, I'm not going to get billed a ticket in the mail.
See, the thing is, whenever you go to a big city, you always have to be very careful and watch out for those things, too.
Alright. So, I'm like, no, not going to do that. I never remember there was a no left turn sign there before, though. I don't know.
I think it's been there. I don't know.
That's always been there?
I think so.
How did Dad turn left from there? Unless he went down another road that I remember.
He obviously went down another road.
Well, obviously. But, whatever. Wow, are we over half an hour into this show?
Yep.
Wow. Cool. Alright, so we are over half an hour into this talk show. Shout out to those that are watching this talk show right now. Thank you all for stopping by watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the talk show so far. Just park in the street and walk. Well, the thing about this dude, it was a mile away of that no left turn. Like, where we were at, we were a mile away, and it was uphill to get to the Lombard Street. We literally had to drive a mile uphill to go there. And it's a steep hill. It's not like it's a small uphill like that. The hill is literally like this. So can you imagine trying to walk up that thing a mile?
Oh my god.
Look, here's the thing. I sit down and play video games for a living and make YouTube videos. So I was not going to be willing to park somewhere and walk all the way up that steep hill.
Oh god, that would have been rough.
So not worth my legs doing that.
That would have been rough.
Yeah, that I would have not done.
You would be sore like crazy, no joke.
You do understand Chicagoland is literally this weekend, right? So I guess I'll talk about the Sonoma trip after these next set of questions, because we're about to get into some questions. Speaking of, you were talking about San Francisco, that Friday night, we went to Ghirardelli. And let me tell you something, that big ice cream I got, the big cone, the big 2 scoops of ice cream, that literally kicked my butt because my stomach was hurting that night. I literally had like this big ice cream cone and I had huge double scoops. I had vanilla and chocolate, just the classic. It kicked my butt later on that night. I was going to the bathroom a lot. It was not a good time that Friday night.
Didn't you mention that you actually ate a lot that day?
I overdid myself, I'll be honest with you.
That may be a problem.
I think the ice cream was also the problem as well. But I ate a couple of times at the track, then went out to dinner in Pier 39 in San Francisco, then immediately went to get some ice cream afterwards. So I think I overdid on the eating that day. And also, I was out in the sun a lot that day, too, in Sonoma. Sonoma was a hot weekend. So that could have maybe been the thing, too. I was exhausted. Maybe a little dehydrated, too. I don't know. I'm just going to say Friday night it kicked my butt.
What I got at Ghirardelli was this large classic chocolate malt milkshake.
See, that looked good. That's something I should have gotten.
It was good. It was probably the best milkshake.
That's something I should have gotten.
It was probably the best milkshake I've had in a long, long time.
Yeah. So after this next set of questions, I'm gonna talk about the Sonoma trip, and I'm also gonna talk about NASCAR Heat 3 as well. So if you guys have any questions about Sonoma or NASCAR Heat 3, hold off on those because I will be talking about that kind of stuff in a few minutes. But first, we got to get into questions right now. If you have any questions for me or for Zach or for the both of us, feel free. Let's see what kind of questions we got. Joe, are you going to let 704 games put you in NASCAR Heat 3 for the K&N No. First off, I don't even race in the K&N series, so why would they put me as a driver in the K&N series on NASCAR Heat 3? Makes no sense. So no. The final Laura race is this Saturday. If you guys want to catch that race, it will be on Max Speed TV on YouTube this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be the season finale race of the Laura iRacing series. So if you guys want to catch that, yeah. I did meet Chase Elliott a couple of times at Sonoma. He signed 2 of my diecast, which, anyways, I'm not going to talk about Sonoma and NASCAR Heat 3 right now. I will be talking about that, so I'm going to hold off on those questions. Well, of course, Junior will be ready for the NBC booth. If he wasn't ready, why would he be in the booth? Yeah. How much Baja Blast do I have in the fridge? I think I have a full case in the fridge right now, and then I think I have 2 more unopened cases, I believe. I don't know, you know. Hey, Dominic, have you ever heard of a joke when I made the K&N series post on Instagram? That was a joke, buddy. Because I literally made an Instagram post. I don't think you read the second part of that Instagram post. I can literally scroll down to that post. Let me, hold on. It's, okay, so I made this post like about a month ago, guys. Zach, is the phone on the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so I said, huge announcement. As you can tell by this picture, I added a little something to my helmet. I will be competing full-time in the K&N Pro West Series in 2019. I put the K&N sticker on my helmet. But then look at all these dots. You scroll down and it says, just kidding, but it would have been cool. So, dude, that was a joke, bud. That was not real. That was not a real thing. But it would have been cool. It would have been cool, but it was a joke. I just answered that question about the Laura Championship race. I said it's this Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Catch it on Max Speed TV on YouTube. Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully you got that answer that time, because that's the second time I've answered your question about that. I'm not asking that personal question, James. No offense. Not a question you asked wrong, but it's just not a question I'm going to answer. No, Will Rogers did not give me that sticker. They had an autograph session at the On Show with all the K&N drivers, and before we actually got to the autograph session, they were handing out stuff to fans that was going to the autograph session. That's how I got it. Sorry, Joe G's. What? I'm just saying, dude. I answered your question the first time. Let's see. If you were part of the K&N series, what will be your sponsor? Lombard Bros Gaming. I would definitely sponsor our company. I mean, we're definitely doing it for Ryan Sieg. I'll definitely do it if I was racing. All right, let's get some questions for Zach. Zach hasn't had a question yet. Let's give him a question.
Exactly, thank you.
He's part of this talk show, guys. He's part of the Lombard Bros Gaming. He's got to have some questions. This is not all about me, guys. You know this. We're 84 talk shows in. You got to realize now this is not all about me. You got to give him some questions. Let's not be rude to him, okay?
Let's see. What do I think about the cars that are coming out this weekend? They're pretty nice. I mean, I've seen those cars before. I mean, they're pretty nice.
Mom, I've been seeing questions. People are saying, "Hey, Joseph," and then they question me. I haven't seen Zach's name pop up, so that's why I'm like, give Zach some questions. Ooh. What do you...
Alright. Let's see. When am I streaming on my Twitch channel tomorrow? I'm not sure about that, but tomorrow on the Lombard Bros Gaming channel, I am live streaming NASCAR Heat 2 on the PS4. Do I still love Jimmy Johnson? Well, I've never been really that interested in Jimmy Johnson, so...
Why?
I don't know.
What's wrong with Jimmy Johnson?
I mean, not saying there's anything wrong with him.
He's a seven-time champion.
I just don't know much about him, okay? So.
He's a NASCAR driver.
What classic car have I not driven yet but would like to drive? I would like to drive... The next one I would like to drive would be a 1946 Packard Clipper.
Alright. Let's get back to some topics now. We'll get back into some questions a few minutes in the final few minutes of this talk show. So, I gotta talk about the Sonoma trip because we only got less than 20 minutes. So, I went to Sonoma this past weekend, as you could tell. NASCAR weekend. So Friday they had the 2 practice sessions on Friday. By the way, I want to give a big shout out to 704 Games for hooking up garage passes for me, Brendan, and his dad. We got garage passes from 704 Games. They offered them to us. I want to give them a shout out to that. 704 Games, thank you for that. So, went to the garage area, got to meet several drivers. I did do some shopping there that Friday. I got a couple of Chase Elliott diecasts. I got Chase Elliott's K&N Win diecast from Sonoma in 2016. I had him sign that, and I bought Chase Elliott Hooters 9 car that I had him sign. I believe that's Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember what day, but he signed that diecast. I think it was that Saturday. I have Chase Elliott's Napa car from this year that I bought earlier this year at Daytona, and so I just recently bought his Hooters car. So the Friday we watched the 2 practice sessions. I went to the autograph session again for the K&N series. I actually got to talk to Will Rogers that Friday, and I told him that you're going to be the man to beat. And let me tell you something, he proved me right, because he was the fastest in practice. So there was 5 Cup drivers that was going to be competing in the K&N series race at Sonoma. It was William Byron, Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, Daniel Suarez, and Eric Jones. They were also competing in the K&N race at Sonoma. And Will Rogers, he set the fastest lap in practice that Friday for the K&N series. And then I went to the autograph session, and I told him, you're going to be the man to beat. You're going to beat these 5 Cup drivers. And he said, I hope so. We got a good car. And I'm like, oh, I know you got a good car. That's why you're going to win this weekend. So I told him that. I talked to him for a couple more minutes, and then he had to go do something. So I shook his hand, and then he went. Then I got to meet the other K&N drivers like Haley Deegan, Derek Cross, Cole Rouse, those drivers. And so that was mainly Friday. It was just the practice sessions and then hanging around the garage area. And got to meet Will Rogers and some of the other K&N drivers. Then the Saturday was the hottest day. It literally reached about 100 degrees at Sonoma. It was hot that day, but still had a good time. Hung around the garage area some more, met some more drivers. And I was down on pit road during the K&N qualifying. And I went up to Will Rogers before qualifying, and I told him, you're going to get that pole. You're going to nail it. You're going to get this pole. You're going to be the fastest car out there once again. And he said, well, as long as I nailed every corner, you're going to see me up in the top of the list. So he went out to qualify, and sure enough, he got the pole for the K&N race. So after he got out of the car and was walking back to his trailer in the garage area, I went up to him, gave him a handshake, and I told him, well, you marked off one thing off the list. Now it's time to go mark another thing off the list today, and that's to go get that W in the race. So he's like, you know what? I got a fast car. I'm going to try to keep it out of trouble. I'm going to hit my marks, and I'm going to go get that win today. And sure enough, when the K&N race happened, he was dominant that race. He beat 5 Cup drivers that day in Sonoma. He led the most laps. He started on pole, led the most laps, and he won the race. He proved me right that he was going to win that race. So then when he went to Victory Lane, celebrated. Of course, at the time he was getting interviews done. He was getting photos done up in Victory Lane. Doing, obviously, the hat dance, getting all the sponsors. So after he did all that, I went up to him to congratulate him, gave him a big handshake and a good big pat on the back. And I told him, congrats on the... Thanks. I didn't tell you to give me a pat on the back, but, you know, I appreciate it anyways. But anyways, I went up to him, gave him a big handshake, high five, big pat on the back. I told him congrats on the win. I told him, I told you that you were going to be the dominant car of that race and you're going to win today. And for sure enough, he did win that race. He was excited. He wanted to win that race so bad. So he was all happy, celebrating. He had a good time, and I had a good time. It was cool to witness Will Rogers in Victory Lane and winning a K&N race. So that was awesome to see. Congrats to him congrats to Will Rogers on the win in the K&N race that Saturday. That was pretty cool. And then, so that was it for Saturday. Sunday came along. Obviously, it's race day for the Cup Series in Sonoma. Kyle Larson started on the pole. So I got there. I went to the garage area some more. Got to meet some more drivers. And then it was time to head up into turn 7 to go watch the race from up there. So the green flag drop, and they're going. They're doing 11 turns, 110 laps around Sonoma Raceway. It was a good race, but the dominant drivers that race was definitely Kevin Harvick and Martin Truex Jr. But at the end of the day, it was this guy behind me doing the burnouts right here, Martin Truex Jr., defending series champion in the Cup Series. He grabbed the victory, got his 3rd win in the season and his 2nd win in Sonoma. He got his first win in Sonoma back in 2013. I was there for that as well. And so it's the 2nd time I've seen Martin Truex Jr. winning at Sonoma. And it's literally the 3rd time I've seen Martin Truex Jr. win a race ever. Because I saw him win at Auto Club Speedway earlier this year. So this is the 2nd time I've seen Martin Truex Jr. win this year at the racetrack. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. So congrats to Truex on the win in Sonoma. And as you see, he did the burnouts up in turn 7. He did burnouts in turn 6. He did burnouts in turn 7. He also did burnouts in turn 9 as well. But this is from turn 7, so... congrats to Truex. And then the Sonoma trip was over. I had a good time once again in Sonoma. I will be going back again next year. And I'll be going to Sonoma as many years to come. How long I wanted to do it for. And there you go. So, congrats to Truex behind me. He deserved it. Dominant car on Sunday. There you go. So that was my Sonoma trip. Had a good time. And like I said, I'll be going back next year. Countdown to goodness. wait another hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. So I guess your computer will update in about an hour from
Yeah.
now. I like how it said. I like how it said goodness.
Yeah. Dude. Countdown to goodness.
Countdown to goodness. Zach had a computer update that was about to happen. That's crazy.
I even checked for updates this morning on the laptop. It looked like everything was fine.
Yeah. Mom, it's July 28th for Ryan Sieg at Iowa. July 28th. Let me double check that. But I think that Iowa race is a night race and I think it's July 28th. There you go. So yeah, Ryan Sieg will be on our car again. Lombard Bros Gaming will be on Ryan Sieg's car again on July 28th at Iowa. And then of course Mike Ogren, the Canada's Micro Cup Series, we're gonna be on his car that same weekend as well. Alright, we're a little over 10 minutes left. We're less than 10 minutes left on our talk show. Shout out to those that are watching the talk show right now. Shout out to those that are watching the talk show right now. Thank you all for stopping by and watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the talk show so far. By the way, I want to talk about NASCAR Heat 3 real quick. So, NASCAR Heat 3 reveal will be next Saturday, July 7th. They're revealing NASCAR Heat 3 at Daytona. So, looking forward to that. Couple of things I want to mention about NASCAR Heat 3. New engine sound. I like the new engine sound that they're going to add in for NASCAR Heat 3. Sounds good. Also, I believe it has been confirmed, and I hope it is. I think it's most likely confirmed from 704 Games, but the K&N Series is going to be in NASCAR Heat 3. So that's pretty cool. We're going to have 4 series now in NASCAR Heat 3. K&N Series, Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and the Cup Series. No, it's July 7th. It is July 7th, dude. Because I even asked 704 Games if it's July 7th, and they said it is. Not July 6th, dude. It's not July 6th. They said July 7th. I can even ask them again, and I'll prove it to you. It's July 7th. So, yeah, so K&N Series, in NASCAR Heat 3, that would be pretty cool. New engine sound, and also, I know July 7th is when the Coke 400 is, but they're going to reveal it early on that day. They're going to reveal it that same day. They'll reveal it that afternoon, and then, of course, you got the night race at Daytona later that night. So all that stuff is going on in the same day. Prove it? What do you mean prove it, dude? I'm proving it to you right now. I know 704 Games. I worked with them. They told me July 7th. Okay? Don't you dare tell me, prove it. Because I know, dude. Because I even emailed a couple weeks ago, and I asked them, can you give me a confirmation on the date of the reveal? They said July 7th. So they said July 7th. I believe them. Jesus. Even everybody else on social media I've been seeing even saying July 7th. So I'm not wrong, dude. Good Lord. People want to prove me wrong. That's so ridiculous. When I actually have talked to these people. Wow. Good Lord. People try to outsmart me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
anyways,
unfortunately, there are those people.
Look, here's the thing. I don't mind to prove them wrong. That's the thing. Oh goodness. Oh, by the way, I guess 704 Games was allowing fans to create a soundtrack and requesting songs to 704 Games or what music they want to add into NASCAR Heat 3. So I thought that was pretty cool. They're allowing people to request songs for the game. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of songs 704 Games picks out for the game. Be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Be pretty cool. All right, so we got a few minutes left for the talk show. All right, how about let's have some questions and answers, guys. If you have a question for me, for Zach, or for the both of us, feel free and see what kind of questions we got. I can understand what this guy's saying, thinking it's July 6th, because the reveal, Zach, it says 8 days, 7 hours, 4 minutes, and 19 seconds. Well, here's the thing. That's literally at midnight. That's literally at midnight on July 7th. But the reveal is really on July 7th, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It says NASCAR Heat 3 reveal. 8 days, 7 hours, 3 minutes, and 55 seconds left. But that's on July 7th at midnight.
It is.
I know it's not going to be at midnight, but it's literally going to be on July 7th. Okay, so what kind of questions do we got? Both of you, what place do you plan on going to next? You know what? I'm trying to see if I can go to the Vegas weekend in September. That honestly has not been confirmed yet. But I also want to try to go to Phoenix in November, but that also has not been confirmed yet. But if I was going to go to races next, it will either be Vegas and Phoenix for the rest of this year. Other than that, I have no idea yet. It just hasn't been confirmed yet. I will be doing the Minecraft stream sometime tonight. Just keep an eye out on it. No, I'm not going to the Roval this year. Have you heard of the NASCAR Weekly podcast with WW? Yeah, I've heard of that podcast. I've actually watched a couple of those. I haven't watched too much of it, but I've watched a couple of them. I should be on it. Who knows? It may happen, dude. I tell you what, if you guys ask W Dud on social media and request me to be on this podcast show, you're more than welcome to. See how many people is going to request that to him. And then he'll probably be like, all right, I'll bring him on the show. Yeah, actually, I've already made the July streaming... I've already made the streaming schedule for July already, but I'm not releasing it till Sunday. So, I'll release it on my social media on Sunday, so keep an eye out on those. I didn't make one for June because I knew I wasn't going to be live streaming much in June, so that's why I didn't make one.
Right there?
Yeah, a couple minutes left. So yeah, if you guys want to go up to W Dud and request me to be on his show, you're more than welcome to. Watch, he gets like a lot of people requesting it now. But yeah, I've watched a couple of his podcast shows. I think they're good. I haven't watched too much of them because I've been too busy, but I think they're good. I've honestly wanted to start a podcast show on my YouTube channel, and just to talk about NASCAR and video games. I'm not sure when I'm wanting to do that yet, though. I'll let you guys know if I ever thought about doing that. Or if I think about doing that, I might wait till 2019 to do that kind of stuff. But, you know, you never know. Alright, Zach, what's your favorite song?
I don't know. There's a lot of old songs that I like. So I really can't answer that one.
No. Do you have favorite types of songs, I should say?
Well, of course, like vintage music, like Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
Oh, God. Anything 30s to the 70s that I like.
Sounds good. All right, guys, we're gonna end the talk show right here. Hope you guys enjoy this Lombard Bros talk show. Tune in next week for episode 85 of the talk show. Next Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Zach will be live streaming NASCAR Heat 2 on what console again?
PS4.
On PS4 tomorrow on the Lombard Bros Gaming Twitch channel from 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You all take care. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your evening. Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. Interesting 4. Take care, and bye-bye.